Hey guys, welcome to the Rat Grind channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. To those of you that are regular listeners and regular watchers of these videos, thank you so much for your support. If this is your first time, please, I encourage you to subscribe, leave a message on the comment, and let me know how I'm doing. Give me your feedback so I can continually improve this channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. Make sure that you do that so you know whenever I put out new videos. On this particular channel, I document my journey out of the rat race. So I work full time. I'm a dad. I do side businesses. I have a lot of extracurricular activities, and I find time to do a day-to-day grind in investing time to be able to allow me to have a future, a financial future that my kids, my family would benefit from, so that I had the freedom to do the things that I love the most, right? So I document my journey in this particular channel so you guys can see. I talk about my cryptocurrency investments, coins that I hold, in my day trading, as well as investments, reviews, news updates, and all that stuff. I also invest in the stock market. I do trading. Using Robinhood, and I'm trying to grow my account so I can be a pattern day trader in the near future. So I give you guys all the updates to that. I also give you I'll be doing on affiliate videos on affiliate marketing, internet marketing, and all that good stuff. So any opportunity to make money online on the side while keeping a full-time job, as well as having a time for your family, that's what this channel is all about. All right, so let's get right to it, guys. So as you can see behind me, I have my Robinhood account up, and today, like I told you guys on yesterday's video, I got into a position on this particular natural gas ETF. It's a long natural gas ETF, which was UGAS, right? So I got in on this yesterday, and I purchased it for $59.63, right? So today I was able to get out of that position. Like I told you guys, I want to get out of it as soon as I get a good decent return. And today I did get a good decent return. I earned about $7. So that's a pretty good return on my investment. So I bought it for 298.15, as you can see here, and I sold it for 305. And I didn't get into any other position today because of the fact that I was busy at the office today. So I didn't want to just get in on a position where I wasn't sure what was happening in the market, because I didn't have time to really analyze it. But as you can see on my Thinkorswim platform right here, I bought it when it was down here, and it pumped up, and then it got rejected on this line right here, and it went down. So I was able to just collect my profits at the 61.10 range, because I wasn't sure if it was going to pump back up. So that's what I did, because it was already, as you can see here on the RSI, it was already oversold. Like I told you guys, when I see that it's oversold, I'm going to sell my position because it can drop back down. I wasn't sure what would happen. And so I did that. It still pumped back up more. I could have made more money, but like I told you guys, once you get those profits, you're comfortable with it. Your entry point, your exit point, your stop losses. You should be comfortable in being able to exit those positions, because if not, you would make some mistakes, and that would lead you to more losses, because you're gonna keep holding those coins. So tomorrow, I might do a a day trade tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm gonna see how this reacts, right? If if you guys gets rejected, as you can see, it's currently trading below the 20-day EMA line. So it's going to try to pump back up tomorrow. And if it gets rejected and bounces back down, I'm going to go ahead and invest in DGAS, which is the direct inverse of this particular ETF. So DGAS, as you can see, that one is trading just right on the 20-day EMA. This is on the 5-minute chart. So we'll see how that pans out tomorrow. If not, as you can see, there's a potential for it to drop to the low VWAP line, which is about $24, as you can see here, or it can go up all the way to 25, 27, or even go all the way to 2667. So there seems to be a lot of resistance that may form on this particular area right here. But I think it can go up there. So we'll see how that pans out tomorrow. So if I get in, I'll probably get in at around maybe 24.65 or so, and then I'm gonna sell my positions at around 25 or so. But I'm gonna wait for it to confirm. I'm gonna set my stop loss if it passes the $25 line. I'm gonna set my stop loss there and get out of the market if I need to. All right. So that's basically all the trades that I'm gonna be doing. I'm also looking into gold. As you can see, JDST, which is a bear ETF for gold, it's sort of it's a big sideways consolidation, as you can see. This week pretty much it hasn't really done much. So we will see how this all works out, if it pumps back up or down. But right now it looks like it has a potential to jump up. So I may or may not get in on this position instead as well. As you can see, the reverse of this one is JNUG. That's also consolidating down here. So that could also pump back up. So it depends. I'll keep a watchful eye on that. The lines, the resistance lines, the trend lines are sort of tight on this particular one. I want to see it open up just a little bit so that we can kind of know what we can, what we can get in on that and see what we're working with, because it's trading so tightly. So we don't want that. There's not enough volatility. So I don't find a lot of value when the volatility is too small for any investments. All right. So that's pretty much it for my Robinhood updates. Let's get into the crypto market, guys. All right, so looking at the chart behind me, we're on live coin watch. As you can see, we're back in the red, unfortunately. There's a lot of series of FUDs that were coming out today that it's very unfortunate, guys. I mean, the market is ripe, the technology is great, all the announcements that happen in consensus, a lot of good things that are happening positively, like institutional money coming in and flooding into the market is huge, guys. But for some reason, we're just not being able to break through. There, like as you can see, the 24-hour volume today is only $11 billion. That is horrible, guys. So we don't want, and we're testing the 8,000 level, like I told you guys. We'll look at the charts in a little bit, but as I told you, we could test that. And if that breaks through, we're going to drop to about 7,800. And if that does not hold, we can drop all the way down to 7K. So we don't want that to happen. Ethereum is also down. Its trading we lost about 5%, but generally a lot of coins are down. As you can see, this is just not too bad. But for me, for example, I know what I'm investing in, so I'm very comfortable with the positions that I'm in. And this is actually a great opportunity to be able to buy in more. As you can see from the all-time highs, Bitcoin is 60%, 58%, 56%. For Ethereum, Ripple is 82% discounted. Bitcoin Cash, 73%. So there's a lot of good buys. There's a lot of good entry points here. EOS is also looking like a really good opportunity to be able to get in. It's down 7.25%. It's down 47% at all-time high. So those are some of the cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at potentially to be able to trade. As you can see here, there are some that are green, but not that much, guys. A lot of them are pretty much down overall. Digix DAO, I heard there was some news that was coming in from Asia today that it was being bought up because Digix DAO is sort of like it's based on gold, so there's a lot of bullish sentiment on that in the whole crypto space. And I've done well trading that pair as well, but I'm all my capital is tied up right now, so I'm gonna wait. I don't want to put in anymore. I just want to sit back and see how this all progresses, because usually over the weekend, that's when less volume happens, so it might go down even more. So this weekend we could test the 7,800 level on Bitcoin. Let's look at the coin market cap. Yeah, even on coin market cap, the 24-hour volume is $18 billion. The market cap overall is $366 billion. So everything's in the red. So that's all right, guys. Just keep it up. Understand that you only lose money when you sell it. So, like I said, for me, this is opportunities to go in and buy. So let's look at the chart. As you can see, we've been watching this chart for a couple weeks now, and I drew this line here. And you can't even see it anymore because of this. That's where it's at right now. So it's steady holding around the 8,000 level. We needed to bounce from that and move up. If not, we could test all the way down to about 7,800 around this level right here. Oops, sorry. Around this level. So we could test that level right there and see how that will all pan out for us. If it touches that, breaks through, we can drop all the way to 7,000, because that's where there's some level of support right here, as you can see. But if not, it's a free fall all the way down here, all the way to 7,000. So we don't want that to happen, guys. So we'll keep a watchful eye on this market. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is holding, actually. It's holding relatively well. It hasn't gone down to this level. It's still bouncing up and down this resistance line right here. But we needed to go back up to this main channel all the way to 850. That's where we're wanting it to go to. So we're going to try to see how that progresses in the next couple days. Tomorrow's video, we'll see. It's going to be Friday. Sometimes Friday is a good day because a lot of times, people are ending their weeks. They want to see what happened. They're going to go buy up tomorrow. So that could give us some momentum going into the weekend. But if not, usually Sundays is usually another good day to be able to look out for this. And a lot of times Sunday nights, that's when prices are at the best sometimes. And then when Asia markets open up, then they buy up those dips. So we could potentially see that happening this weekend. So we'll see how that all shakes up. So let's get into some of the FUD that's happening today. I think I already told you guys yesterday that Bing was banning cryptocurrency ads as well. They're following suit, just like Twitter, just like Google, just like Facebook. So they're going ahead and banning that too. But Wall Street did a study. It sucks because they did a study and they said the research found that 19% of the ICOs have red flags in them. So that's really, really, really bad, bad sentiment on the market. So we'll see how all that pans out. But, it's just, again, this feels, then looks like media bashing, guys. So we'll have to see how this all pans out. I don't really believe that. I mean, I do believe that there are 19% of ICOs that are scammy. I get that. I do believe that. But just the way that they put these news out is just so, they're just inciting fear in the market. And when there's not a lot of retail investors, unlike before, that would just buy up a lot of these cryptocurrencies, it doesn't pump back up as much as we'd like, because the institutional money does not really want to buy FOMOs. They want to be sure in their bets because they're investing other people's money, and they have a lot going for them. So that is some bad news that is happening there. Another one was feds are eyeing regulations to hit anonymity of cryptocurrency. I don't know about this news, guys. I think this is just another FUD, because at the end of the day, the feds want taxes, right? The only thing permanent life is death and taxes, unfortunately. So I really feel that what they're doing here is trying to scare people away from the market. And, let me read the quote here from the Assistant Deputy Attorney General at the Justice Department. One of our major concerns is that we don't know who has access to these virtual currencies and who is using them. The concerns about crypto assets funding terrorism and money laundering are fueling justice's push to get trading platforms and others to collect information on who's buying and selling currencies, much like banks do with stocks and bonds. I think that's just BS, guys. That is just all BS, because the whole reason they want to know your identity, they want to remove the anonymity of the cryptocurrencies, is they want to tax you. That's just plain and simple my opinion. Like they're turning over stock. I mean, they're turning over records. As you know, earlier this year, Coinbase started turning over data from anybody that traded at, I think, $20,000 or more. Bitfinex requires customers tax information, which it may exchange with government and tax authorities. So that goes right in line there. So if that doesn't make you guys sort of realize what's happening here, I don't know what else would. So that just ties in together, and both of those news came in today. So another news that came in today was, this actually happened yesterday. It was funny, but the Security Exchange Commission here in the US, they launched a fake ICO website to educate investors. It was called the Howie coin. Let's check it out here. So as you can see, 15% bonus, ends in 14 days, token sale. It looks like it even has a white paper, guys. Wow, that's interesting. It looks like a legit website, but this is all scammy. Look at this. They even have all these. That is crazy. That is funny. But this is all SEC, guys. So they launched this fake website just to be able to show how legit some coins could show up in, but they're not really legitimate. So the offer isn't real. It says, one of the things that they says here, Howie is different, the fake site says, because Howie coins utilize the latest crypto technology to allow travelers to purchase all segments without these limitations, allowing Howie coin users to buy, sell, and trade in a frictionless environment where they use Howie coins to purchase travel or as government-backed freely tradable investment, or both. Wow. That's really funny that they were trying to get into this, but that's good, guys, because they're investing in education for a lot of the retail investors of today, so that they don't fall prey to some of the disasters of ICO scams that are plaguing our market right now. So we'll see how all that shakes out, but I'm glad that they are investing time in this, to be able to capitalize on that educational capacity that they have. The other bit of news that I wanted to share today, this is the second to last news that I want to share with you guys today, because my last videos in the last couple of days were quite long, so I wanted to try to keep this under, in reasonable time. So, out of CoinDesk's news blog or website, they're primarily responsible for consensus. They said capital market blockchains are finally getting go live dates. So in the past, a lot of the consensus and a lot of the ICO projects and some of the some of the news that were coming out on blockchain projects, they just really revealed very vague roadmaps. So they didn't really specify when some of their technology and milestones would come out. But today, just in consensus, I was listening to a lot of the different panels, a lot of the different announcements. It was very, very clear that a lot of these projects already had a minimum viable product, which means that there's already proof of concept there. So it's just like launching a project. You already have the product and you're trying to sell that product. You're trying to drum up investment for that product. Unlike in the previous years, like last year, there's a lot of ICOs that were happening that were just ideas. It was more like a Kickstarter crowdfunding. So at least here they have a minimum viable product that they're trying to get in on. Trying to share with the rest of the world so that people know what they're investing in. So that's really, really good, because it means that that's what the people are requiring in today's crypto space. They want to be able to to not just buy in on an experiment. They want to be able to buy into something viable. So let me quote here. There's a quote here that says, "We are now starting to see at Consensus examples of where financial services are taking this technology into production with real timelines that they have committed to. So, Chris Church is the head of business development at Digital Assets. So, he told CoinDesk that I think that's a very important proof point for the industry. So I think that's really, really very, very good news that the projects that are coming out, the weeding of the scammy ICOs already happening even before they announce their projects. So that's really, really great news. The last big news, and I think this is huge, guys. Goldman Sachs just launched a new cryptocurrency. So I told you guys yesterday about Binance tomorrow supposed to be that they're going to list True USD. It's a stable coin that's backed by dollars that allows you to audit, the dollar deposits that are tied to this particular cryptocurrency. They postponed that. I don't know. I think they put. I don't know the exact date, but they postponed that listing instead of tomorrow to another future date, maybe the following week. I have to double check on that, but I haven't had the chance to read up on the exact details. I just saw the headlines on my phone, on my alerts this afternoon that was happening. But Goldman Sachs launching their own cryptocurrency. They basically, they own Circle, which went ahead and purchased Poloniex, which is used to be one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges in the market. But, with all of that, with all of the technology that they already had, that's probably why they bought them, because they are going to also launch their own US dollar tethered coin, just like Tether, just like True USD, another stable coin. So it's going to be Circle USD coin. So this is very, very good news. I remember just a couple months ago when they're saying that cryptocurrencies was a scam, and JP Morgan was all about like, oh yeah, this is a scam. And now, as you can see, Goldman Sachs is getting in on it. So if that's not bullish news, I don't know what else is. As you can see, a lot more financial investment companies, like big institutional investors, are getting in on the crypto space, which is very, very good for all of us. But unfortunately, we're so used to seeing a lot of FOMOs. We're used to seeing a lot of people just, buy the hype. But I think with more responsible money entering the space, that is sort of dwindling away, which is a great thing, because it will allow the crypto markets to stabilize so that we can be able to be sure about the currencies that are going to be here to stay for the long term. And when it goes for a bull run, we know that a lot of those scammy coins, a lot of the investors that are that have weak hands have been weeded out of the market, because right now all these institutional investors are shaking the market. They're shaking it really, really hard, trying to get everybody out. People that have stop losses in place. So they're just going to get them all out, because they want to be able to stack in their buys. They need to be able to buy these assets at the lowest price possible. That's what they're doing. All right. So that's basically all the news that's happening today. I'm going to get back tomorrow and give you some more news that's happening tomorrow. I already know I'm expecting some things to happen tomorrow that I don't want to report yet, because they're just, I don't have any confirmation about them already. But I have heard some rumors that's coming down the grapevine in the crypto space that could be happening tomorrow. Hopefully, it leads to the markets going into a more positive direction coming into the weekends. All right, we'll see how Asia shakes up today, and see what type of reaction they're gonna have into this red bloodbath that's happening today, and hopefully they can be able to buy up some of these dips and cause the market to go back up. So if you've invested in this market, just hold your coins, hold steady, because I'm sure that the stocks that you're investing in. If you're not sure, if you're just buying whatever somebody else says, then maybe you need to reconsider that strategy. You really need to get to know these cryptocurrencies, these coins, these projects, the teams behind them, before you go ahead and invest your hard-earned money into them. All right? Well, again, thank you so much for your time today. I'm going to see if I can get in on some crypto positions tomorrow. Also, my ETF trading for Robinhood tomorrow. We'll see how that all pans out. Until I see you guys on the next video, I really, really thank you for your time. Please do subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the notification bell, comment below, let me know what you think, let me know what topics you'd like me to cover. All right, guys, until I see you guys on the next video, I wish you and your family a success-filled day. Love you guys. Good night.